Hey Pisces, this is your February 2022 forecast using the tarot. So before we get into February, let's just glance at the end of January. We can even bring this to the start of the month of February. Something from the past in the Six of Cups here is coming up in a really big way. You have some sort of a fresh insight or new idea around something coming through from the past, or you can see something that's come through from your childhood. Maybe it's some sort of inner child healing or wounding that's coming through, but something has become very apparent to you from an old friend situation, a sibling, somebody from your family, somebody who you have some history with. Maybe it's Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde bringing up things from the past that need to be reviewed or healed. That could be what's coming through, but you have motivation to speak about this or address something with somebody, and it looks like this person you want to address something with is somebody that fits the bill of a Six of Cups person. Old friend, sibling, someone from the past, like I said. So yeah, you have something to say to somebody. It seems like in the late January coming into February, you have some clarity now. Ace of Swords, blinding clarity. It's very real insight that you're having right now about how it is you're going to tackle this conversation. And some of you have already maybe at this point acted out this conversation by the time you're watching this video, and you have initiated some sort of a dialogue or opened something up to communicate something with somebody. I'm also getting the indication that some of you are considering school or a new course or some sort of a learning exercise now, and this could have been something even from the past that came up and you suddenly have new insight about how you can make this happen or how this can be brought into the real world. Maybe it's something from the past you're revisiting and having another look at and seeing how you can do this basically, and you start a conversation, you start the first steps. In February, it seems like there's more of a dramatic revelation, the Moon card, which is the Pisces card. We will be moving into Pisces season by the 19th of February, but before that there is a full moon in Leo on the 16th of February. So right in the middle of the month, I sense that there's revelations happening, secrets being revealed, more dramatic insight, more dramatic realizations and revelations occur. So this could be something that is difficult to hear or digest initially, but the more that this unravels, Three of Swords, the more this truth unravels, really the more successful you feel. Even if it isn't right away, there is this kind of glimmer of this is all going to work out still. This is actually going to more than work out. This is going to be really good still. But something does come through, like something that had been maybe hidden from you around, I'm getting family matters, I'm getting family business even, or big generational subjects. Maybe some of you become privy when the full moon exposes something about your family, your heritage, your family legacy, inheritance, business, debts that haven't been settled. If some of you work in a family situation or for a family business, there's something that becomes revealed. So we will clear this up. The month of February looks like it's very exposing overall for you Pisces. The moon, the full moon energy, it lights up a lot. It makes things that were not clear to you beforehand become very clear. As we end the month of January and go into February, if we end the month of February and go into March rather, we're in Pisces season at this point, and you've got three sun energies: Sun of Pentacles, Sun of Swords, and Sun of Wands. These are the knights in other decks. So three knights or three suns at the end of the reading. So this is all about motivation and action. The suns take action, they do, and they get shit done basically with a lot of ambition behind them, driving them forwards. So it seems like after everything is revealed this month to you, you have so much energy, so much motivation to pursue your goals and to actually really work hard, and you're pulling in resources from other people. They could be Sagittarius, Virgo, or Gemini, the other mutable signs. We don't have our Sun of Cups yet, which will be the mutable water energy. But what is mutable energy? If you're not dealing with Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius at the end of the month, you seem to be dealing with a lot of flexible, adaptable, flexible and changeable scenarios. So this is going to be useful for you, Pisces, if you need to quickly change or adapt. It seems like all that energy is supporting you. I feel like there is a change coming towards the end of the month because there's a need for adaptation and mutability. Maybe, Pisces, you are needed to add the finishing touch and just nuance a project or tweak something you've been working on that just needs the cherry on top, that a unique Piscean flavor that only you can add to the equation. So it does seem like, basically, if I was to just put this very broadly, something from the past comes up that needs your consideration again, and you've become very clear on how you're going to address this with somebody, or the insight you've received through a download or talking to somebody or just a new level of understanding becomes very useful in how you are going to initiate the communication. If this is about going back to school or learning something, this seems like it was something you wanted to do when you were a child or when you were younger, and it brought you a lot of happiness, and maybe it fell by the wayside. And now with these Mercury-Venus retrograde happening in January, February, you have this kind of opportunity to reflect and redefine your values around this. Is this something you still really want? For some of you, I think yes. And I think you've said, I actually do really value this and I want to make this happen. And I can see some of you taking some steps around that. The middle of February seems where something is important is revealed to you that further motivates you to adapt to the future circumstances that come through after this revelation. Why don't we look at these cards by going a bit deeper into the messages? I'll pull some more from the tarot. So looking at the end of January going into February with the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and what have we got? The Daughter of Pentacles. Let's clear it up. And thank you for watching and sticking with me, Pisces. It would be really great if you would subscribe to my channel and help it grow so my messages can reach other Pisces out there. I love to hear from you guys in the comments, so feel free. So coming through, we've got the Nine of Cups. This is Jupiter in Pisces. I will talk to you a little bit about that transit. It's magnificent. And the Eight of Wands. Okay. Judgment card at the bottom of the deck. This could be big. Okay. Oh. I'm still here. Struggle bus. Okay, so what do we have here? Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter entered Pisces at the end of December, 29th of December. Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces. Jupiter signatures are expansion, generosity, opportunity, things getting bigger and better usually. And with Jupiter in Pisces, it's in its own sign now, so it's able to just do the most there and bring in all the cute shit for you guys. So Jupiter in Pisces, what you wanted to do or what you wanted to go back to and address. Some of you want to address something from your childhood. Some of you want to address something from your past. Some of you want to bring forth some energy that you used to focus on when you were a kid. But it goes really well for you. So the Jupiter in Pisces card here, the Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment and satisfaction, getting what it is that you set out to do and getting it kind of returned to you in spades. So this goes better than you had planned to, I think. So some of you have a conversation with somebody that goes better than you planned that it would. Some of you enter into this new learning sector of your life and it just seems to be really rewarding right away. So whatever you set out to do, it seems like the rewards come through. Eight of Wands, quick and fast, and it seems just like it's like synergy here. The Eight of Wands is about synchronization, all the pieces of the moving puzzle coming in together like in unison and working like a wheel, so everything's ticking along for you now. There is this flash like the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands here. If you see this flash of lightning in both cards, one is in color like the sort of coil around the Ace of Swords itself, the others are white, but I'm seeing this flash of insight and inspiration, and from this things happen really quickly and you notice that you find yourself in the right time at the right place, and everything just divinely syncs up, Pisces. I'm sure you're used to that. Pisces is very good at manifestation, positive and negative. We manifest our positive thoughts into reality, and of course our negative thoughts can be self-fulfilling prophecy. So be careful of your mindset, be careful of your intentions, beliefs and all that. Around the end of January, coming into February, things just line up for you, so you're not even really worried about it. Okay, that's great. For some of you, this new college course or new sort of form of education you're kind of gravitating towards right now, it involves some travel, and whatever you're doing involves a different commute now, I think, but overall very satisfying to you, and you actually kind of like the commute or the journey. Whatever this commute or travel brings for you in late January, February, it's really invigorating. For some, this might mean a nice trip, weekend away, or just taking a long drive somewhere. So the Three of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles and the Moon card, this looks to me like some serious revelations coming through around family or business matters. So we've got the Ace of Cups. This is lovely energy. It's a lot of opportunity that comes through these revelations. And in reverse, the Eight of Swords. So this actually helps free up a lot. The Eight of Swords in reverse is very contradictory to the bottom of the deck card, the Lovers, which is all about freedom and liberation, okay? And the freedom of choice. The Lovers is always duality. When we decide to partner with a lover or come into a divine union with another, we are making a choice there. We're making a choice to separate from our individuality and hopefully union and pair with somebody where we can be as free as we would be as a solo person making their way through the world. So what I'm sensing from this is there is a real need for liberation around the situation that becomes revealed to you in the month of February. And it may be around the full moon on the 16th of February, and maybe before that. But there's opportunity for deepening a connection here. So if you do need to address somebody with somebody important to you or close to you, what looks like could happen here is just the opportunity for more love, connection, and like free flowing truth and energy between you two. And you hold this person very dearly in your heart. You have a lot of space for this person, and also them you. I think they will appreciate what you have to say, Pisces, knowing that it's coming from an Ace of Cups, place of love in your heart. The Eight of Swords. Now, you're aware of the trap that somebody or you are in the month of February. You're aware of how dicey this potentially could be and how triggering this could be. In reverse, the Eight of Swords is similar to upright, where it represents a restriction in our mind or some sort of a block that we're finding it hard to break through. But at the same time, in reverse, I can see that this is beginning to happen. While you're not fully out of the restriction or the sort of feeling of stifled stuckness you feel around this issue, it could be causing you anxiety because you know you have to address something this month. It begins the liberation process, and hopefully through to the Lovers card eventually. This may not be a family member or somebody you're in business with. It could be, in fact, your lover. It could be, in fact, your lover that you need to address this with, and because you hold them in such high esteem, it's difficult for you to kind of level with them or bring forward some challenges to them or address something with them that, like, you know, you're not pleased with. That could be where your hesitation is. The Eight of Swords in reverse is a great word. Hesitation would be a great word to use this. Meanwhile, you know you've got to do it. Meanwhile, you know you've been in a trap over this and you've been stuck on it. Now comes the realization, Ace of Swords. Thank you very much. I have to do this. It's the eight, it's the one sword here at the bottom of this card laying across here. You know, there's always going to be things in your mind that tells you not to do something or gives you sort of like another option. Oh, you could do this instead. Often what's happening with brain chemistry and with this organ up here, it's always about protecting the body, protecting the person. So the brain does not like unfamiliar situations or leaving its comfort zone to something that it just doesn't understand yet. This is when it puts up some swords, and this is when it will tell you things like, you wouldn't be able to do that, you better not do that because, you know, people will judge you, people will be upset with you. It's all self-protection. We can't really be mad at the brain, but at the same time, time, there's more to life than the brain and our thought processes. We need to experience certain things to develop as people, and sometimes that does involve going out and braving the unknown and unknown territory. So this could be a month, Pisces, for you, just like braving the unknown, venturing out there, taking a chance on something. And it's something that you maybe felt stuck on for a while, Eight of Swords in reverse. But with the Ace of Cups, I feel like you have a lot of support to do this. And if you're trying to address something with somebody, or something around the bigger revelations, if they happen this month, come through, I believe you can navigate this still, Pisces, from a place of love and from the heart space, okay? So I'm not too concerned about that. What needs to come out needs to come out. It's really about getting unstuck. Now, you're certainly not stuck at the end of the month going into March, into your season, Pisces season, your birthday season, Sun of Pentacles, Swords and Wands. 3 suns here. Lots of action. So what is Pisces up to at the end of the month? They're doing a lot. They're making some plans, they're sharing some ideas, and then they're just like really putting themselves out there and putting themselves into the spotlight for some. You've got a lot on your mind. You've got a lot of plans that you want to execute. Let's look at them. And this is when they're out of the idea stage. I see you actually implementing and acting on the plans at the end of this month. In reverse, the Tower. So yes, it wouldn't surprise me if things shift for you this month, things change this month. In reverse, the Daughter of Cups. So this is bringing me back, Daughter of Cups in reverse and the Six of Cups. There may be an issue from your childhood or somebody you share memories with that you know that you had the intuition on point to think that there was something amiss here. The Daughter of Cups and the Six of Cups are very childhood energy to me. With the Daughter of Cups in reverse, it tells me that you had reason to be concerned about somebody, and when you did speak about it or address it in the Daughter of Pentacles, they might have told you, oh, I'm fine, everything is fine with me. And then as you dig a little deeper or start to communicate on a different level with this person, you feel somebody opening up to you, and maybe, you're hearing something else now. This communication takes a while to drag. It's like almost like dragging blood from a stone, the Daughter of Cups in reverse. Somebody has some feelings or feeling like a certain type of way about something, yet they just won't say it. Now, the Tower in reverse. Well, this is all about change. And sometimes when the Tower is upright, that just catches us way off guard and it can throw us for a loop. When it is in reverse, this energy is of change, sometimes drastic, sometimes can be perceived as, oh my God, this is a crisis. But you saw it coming when it reverses. You are not surprised by this coming through, even if it's unsettling on some level. You certainly aren't shocked that this manifested how it did. You saw this coming a mile away, Pisces. So what else? You're acting on something. You've motivation, you've high energy and drive to fulfill your plans with these 3 sun cards that came through. Wow, okay, this is going to shock some people. Some people will not be expecting you to do this, Pisces. Don't sleep on a Pisces, because they for sure are a slept on sign in terms of what they can be capable of doing here, okay? Because you go with the flow, you don't strike people as somebody who may be cutthroat in business or savage like that, or a baddie. The Tower in reverse is telling me you have this element of surprise in your back pocket this month, and by the end of February, you're ready to, shock people, dare I say, take people off guard, do something that, you've been thinking about for a while but haven't shared with other people, and you're kind of ready to show a different side of yourself. People are expecting to get something from you, Pisces, the same thing, but that's not what you're about this month. I think you have a lot of ambition at the end of February going into March to go against the grain and do something that really surprises some, even disturbs some, triggers some. But this is all because you've been inspired by something in late January. It's about being true to yourself, Pisces. You have perhaps shirked some of your authenticity because you have to fit in with people you share roots with. You have to fit in the family home. You live at home. You can't be, feeling like you feel like maybe you can't fully express your desires or your true nature. Maybe you're living with people that have known you for such a long time. You play some sort of a role there to keep the peace or to keep them feeling safe. Whereas really, Pisces, you have something that has been bubbling under the current here that you haven't really talked about yet, and it would take a lot for you to start even trying to explain this to people. So why not just do it, okay? And let people decide for themselves. It seems like you want to do it. Son of Pentacles, Swords and Wands. It seems like you're not going to not do it. It will surprise people. It could shock people. They may say, this isn't really like you, Pisces. Well, surprise. I'm not who you thought I was. Okay, Pisces. Going to pull you an oracle card now just to end this reading, and this will be taken, I hope, as a message from your highest self to you now, or any angels or guides that you call upon. I'm manifesting a card now for Pisces. Well, I got two there, so I'll keep going. That will hopefully resonate to them in the present moment and give some guidance here. So an oracle from Kuan Yin for the sign of Pisces, February 2022. Take this energy as it resonates, Pisces, leave the rest. So we've got Tai Chi rising, number 32. Let's have a peep at what this is going to say for you guys. So what I've got here, Pisces, your energy field is growing stronger with more spiritual electricity pushing through your being. Take time to nourish your nervous system as it adjusts, and be gentle with yourself as you adjust to increasing levels of spiritual potency, which gives you more impact to your words, actions, and thoughts. Well, I love the electricity coming through in that card. That's what I was seeing. Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands, the Tower card. Electricity pulsing through. This can make us feel like we have anxiety. This can make us feel triggered. This can make us feel agitated or unsettled or jittery or something like that. Know that this is just an upgrade in your energy as you go against the grain and as you try something new. So this goes on to say that having a big energy field doesn't necessarily mean you have a high level of consciousness, but when you do have exquisite awareness and a beautiful light, it's just able to shine more brightly through a larger energy field. Whatever you have within you, a larger energy field will reveal it with greater gusto. So keeping the vibes high, keeping your motivation high and aligned to your highest self and your highest good will manifest outwardly now with greater potency as your energy field is bigger, okay? Like Jupiter and Pisces, making things bigger and better. However, we can make things that we perceive as negative or scary even amplified too. So just keeping the energy really high. So you have a special light within you, it says, and the elegance, beauty, and refinement of that light wishes to express itself more potently in the world form so that others may receive healing and refine their light too. You can help teach others about the power of gentleness. That's very Pisces. That force is not required, that kindness can be the most healing field and healing energy and balm of all. For this to happen more so now your energy field is growing, it's like having a bigger light globe through which to shine your light so it is more visible. So the Tower is very impactful generally, and it doesn't feel gentle in general, but the Daughter of Cups with it is bringing through this gentle balm that I think this oracle is talking about. So meanwhile, what you're doing may not be in agreement with everybody and it may shock some people, you're keeping it with no malice in your heart. You're keeping it with pure intentions either way. So this says that as your energy field grows, your words and thoughts have more potency, like getting used to driving a car with a more powerful engine. Take your time as you realize the impact that your actions and thoughts will have in the world of forms now. You do not need to worry about this. You can go into your heart and trust that you will exercise your will, all of these suns and potency to the world through surrendering into your heart where your own Quan nature lives, and that will guide you to compassion and right action. Let your energy field continue to grow through chanting, meditation, and energy work and healing, or whatever feels intuitively right for you. This oracle is confirmation that the growth that is happening needs to happen for you now so that you can do your life work more effectively. Thank you so much for watching, Pisces, your February 2022 forecast. Please like, share, and subscribe. That would really help me, and I do appreciate it.